Hey guys, Pokpok here, back with another video. So this video will be about why I really think Aerodrome is about to have a massive monster run up in the next 3 months, and why you guys should prepare. Without further ado, I'm Pokpok. I make content around the base chain ecosystem, and I've only purely been making content around the ecosystem for like the past 14 months now. Like and subscribe, comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other tokens. I'm always looking for other tokens to investigate and create content on. I'm only covering base chain projects as I think when it comes to risk to reward and multiples and their potential, base is the place to be. So first of all, Aerodrome is a DEX on base chain. When it comes to base chain specifically, I'm super bullish on base chain. My main thesis and reasons why I really think base chain is going to be a massive run up when it comes to multiples and having the most growth is pretty much the reasons as follows. So firstly, Coinbase, in my opinion, will funnel 100 million users of their Coinbase central exchange platform into the base L2 chain. What's the reason? The reason is they're actually incentivized to do this, as when they bridge those users to on-chain on the base chain, they actually make more revenue per user. I cover in a different separate video of how to actually make extra revenue from these users, but basically the TLDR is they make more revenue per user when the users conduct transactions and keep their liquidity stored on the base chain, especially USDC. Another bullish thing is Coinbase is the largest custodial asset manager in the world, and that just sort of puts a backing on base chain's name that they'll most likely be the leading chain just because Coinbase is currently the leading central exchange in the world, and they'll with their incentivizations, they're most likely their goal is to be the number one chain in the world. And yeah, so I like to compare the thesis to a chain to the previous cycle. So what I really think that base chain will most likely do is an equivalent run to what Binance Smart Chain did. And Binance Smart Chain back in 2021 was the fastest growing chain of 2021's bull market, which I think base chain will do for this cycle. It ran from a $0 TVL to $22 billion in a matter of 6 months. Base is currently at about $3.5 billion according to DeFi Llama. I just get my numbers from DeFi Llama. There's other websites that have different numbers, but I like to just keep it to one set of data points. And I really think that the next 6 months, base chain is set to do at least a 10x run in TVL, under the assumption this bull market will be larger than the previous one. So yeah, that's the basic TLDR of it. I can attach a video to the sides explaining the base chain thesis in depth. I have a video on that. I really suggest you guys to watch it because that just explains why I'm so bullish on it and why you guys should be looking for high betas that are high leverage token plays of base chain's adoption. So first of all, Aerodrome, in my opinion, Aerodrome is probably the best, the least risky play when it comes to being a high leverage play of base chain's adoption. Of course, with it being less risky, there's less multiples involved, but I still really think that Aerodrome has a good chance of 10xing from here. And that's under a few assumptions. The first assumption is base chain will most likely have to 10x in TVL as well. And obviously, I'm really confident it can do that. TVL is at 40 billion. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised TVL numbers hit 40 billion within 3 to 6 months from now. And Aerodrome is directly linked with that. Reasons being is Aerodrome is the number one DEX, and DEXs generally take a lot of the TVL and volume metrics from the chain. So as base chain scales, Aerodrome will scale as well. And to be honest, you can already see from here. So if you look at the TVL numbers back in March when it started really growing, even November now, if you directly compare the TVL numbers to Aerodrome, look how similar the chart is. March, it was quite low. That's when the run up started. If you look at Aerodrome, that's when the run up started for Aerodrome as well. And we can see from here, from October to November, we had a massive run up, and we're having the same run up on base chain as well. So as you can see, it's pretty clear that there's a direct correlation with base chain's growth and Aerodrome's growth. So that's pretty much what I like to see when it comes to finding projects that are high beta leverage plays of base chain's adoption. You want to pretty much find the number one projects of their niche and invest in those tokens. So example, Aerodrome. Aerodrome is the number one liquidity provisioning protocol, and there's other tokens that I cover on my YouTube channel, but basically the main patterns are I like to find projects that are the best of their niche. Another example is Alienbase. Alienbase is the best DEX aggregator as well as the best trading experience on base chain. Another one is Pok Pok. So Pok Pok is the best Sorry, that's the wrong website. Pokpok is the best options trading protocol on base chain. So basically, like, you really want to find projects that are at the best of their niche. Don't make it complicated. That's all you really have to do. And as long as they're base native projects, they'll probably scale well with base chain's growth. And yeah, like, I guess I wanted to show you guys, like, obviously Aerodrome being the #1 DEX, you really want to find other, like, I guess, high betas of that. And to be honest, when it comes to, like, the risk profile Aerodrome is the safest. And what I mean by safest is, like, Aerodrome has a bunch of countless, obviously, audits and that when it comes to security, but even just when it comes down to central exchanges and liquidity, you can already see, like, it's listed on Coinbase, it's listed on BitGet, KuCoin, and a lot of the top exchanges. And that just increases the reputation of the protocol. And there's less chance of whales, like, killing the chart because there's just so much liquidity on Coinbase and the other exchanges. But like I said, with a lower risk profile comes lower multiples. So as you can see here, like, the market cap of Aerodrome, I wouldn't be surprised it does at least a 5 to 10x from here, but the other projects I cover on my YouTube channel have much lower market caps. Example, Alien Base. I think Alien Base's market cap currently is like 52 mil. So yeah, like, basically, and like, a good correlation I like to see is if I assume and really believe and have high conviction that base chain will 10x in TVL, which I really think it does, it's gonna 100% do better than BNB in my opinion. The main reason is, like, Ethereum's gonna make new all-time highs. It's probably gonna go 7k plus USD. So it just makes the most sense to me that base chain will probably have more TVL than Binance Smart Chain ever does. And with that, the correlation Aerodrome is currently having, that will probably most likely 10x as well. So under those assumptions, the price of it will probably 10x as well as the market cap. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. None of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion. And I really think when it comes to these kind of stuff and, like, laying out the prerequisites and my thesis, with high conviction, I'm willing to hold until till the thesis completes. Obviously, I'm going to be taking profits along the way, but I will be holding moonbags, and ideally the thesis plays out, and I will sell my bag if I see there's a clear error in the thesis and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Right now, we're on track to do so. I really think within the 3 to 6 months or so, we're going to see a massive TVL run-up in base chain. Like I said, the main reason is because Ethereum is most likely going to hit all-time highs in the next 30 days, in my opinion. I have another video of the reason why, but basically Bitcoin hit its all-time high back in November 4th of this year. And if you looked at the previous cycle, I can't chart it up right now, but basically if you looked at the previous cycle, it took Ethereum 2 months to break all-time highs, 2 months after Bitcoin's initial all-time high parabola run. So under those assumptions, Ethereum will hit all-time high early January, and along with that, the high beta, which is base chain, will also do a massive run-up. So yeah, I guess when it comes to price analysis, I kept this chart because I made a video like a few weeks ago on Aerodrome, and I drew this chart back at the time, and it pretty much like did it straight to the T. I expected December to have a massive run up, and end of December or mid to end of December, we probably break all-time highs. We currently haven't broken that, but as you can see here, we've just closed the highest ever daily candle on Aerodrome, and I'm expecting a retest here. It doesn't necessarily have to go as low as to like the $1.80 area, but I expect at least a retest, and then mid to December we'll crack the $2.50 area and go into price discovery, which is really bullish for the chain as well as Aerodrome. So yeah, when it comes to, I guess, urgency, I would, and it's like assuming you're not already invested, I would wait for that retest and purchase Aerodrome. A good DEX I'd like to purchase Aerodrome with is Alien Base. Main reason is I'll be covering in a future video, but the main reason is the DCA feature. I like to DCA into my tokens and don't have to worry about manually putting those transactions in. So using alienbase.xyz, you can actually DCA into any token you like using the protocol. So like a quick example, all you have to do is just choose what token you want to purchase. I'll paste the contract for Aerodrome, and then I can use Aerodrome to purchase the tokens. But yeah, this is not an Aerodrome video, that's just a quick tip. But yeah, like I said, I'm super bullish on Aerodrome. I really think it's about to break all-time highs. We've had the highest daily close, and I suspect all-time highs by mid to late December. And I guess that's when it comes to the Aerodrome snippet. That's all to the video. But a potential 100x coin that I've already previously covered. I'm more bullish than ever on it, and that is Pokpok. So Pokpok is a gamified options trading protocol, and I'm super bullish on it. Reason, like, to be honest, reason being is like the chart. The chart looks freaking amazing. I drew this chart up before. It was in a megaphone pattern and ended up just consolidating in the center of it. To be honest, I wasn't like convinced it was a megaphone pattern, but either way, like, we stayed within it, and we've just had a monster run up. When it comes to like price targets, I like to do from the swing high to the swing low. So just because like the I guess the intensity of his run, I always suspect, yeah, we're probably gonna do a retest. So we're probably gonna retest to the 1.618, which is about $2.09 range. Maybe consolidate and then bounce up to the $4.30 range. So yeah, so the PEGG token is the in-game token of the protocol, and I've covered in the previous video. But like the options trading in general is a $1 trillion market, and Pokpok is really trying to take that over and, like, I guess, convert it into a crypto-friendly way and allowing members of the community to access that. Different ways they can access that is the Pokpok NFT. So the NFT basically gives you the PEGG token daily once staked, and they'll also airdrop you the Pok token, which is the governance token, once that actually releases. So yeah, I got to write up here. So options trading protocol, that's what Pokpok is, and the main ecosystem aspects of it. It's got the token called PEGG, which is the in-game token. There's an upcoming DAO token, which will be for governance of the ecosystem. That's coming in Q1 of next year. You got the Genesis NFTs. They give you PEGG token every day, and they will also give you the POC token. And another reason I'm really bullish on it, they're an Asia team with clear connections to OKX. They're listed on OKX Smart Wallet. They've had physical events with OKX. So obviously, when it comes to listings, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but when it comes to like base native projects in general, like Pokpok is probably more likely to have an OKX listing. Maybe just for the governance token. I'm not sure if the PEGG token will. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But when it comes to like price targets, I would not be surprised PEGG does a 25 to 100x from here. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion. But like the main reason is the market cap is super damn low. It's only 3.6 mil market cap. And in my opinion, I disregard the FDV. Reason being is there's a lot of burn mechanics in the platform, and just because like the burning mechanics involved and how long the tokens will take to get into circulation, I don't even worry about this. So it's mainly just a circulating market cap that I worry about. And as it currently stands, I think we can at least 25 to 100x from here, under the assumption Ethereum hits all-time highs, base chain does at least a 10x, and etc. So when it comes to like risk profile, I'd say Pokpok and the ecosystem is probably the most riskiest out of all the projects I talk about. But when it comes to potential multiples, it's probably the best. So obviously, risk to reward, it's worth it, but just keep in mind it's quite risky. And obviously, when it comes to like the actual protocol, it's a super fun game. I don't say fun, but it's gamified where it makes options trading actually interesting. My wallet's not connected, so I can't actually let me connect my wallet. Yeah, so all I have to do is just connect my wallet, and then I can pick an asset to do a call or an option. Let's do Ethereum, and then all you have to do is just choose if you think the token is going to go up or down, and obviously this is just like the options like aspect of the protocol. Let's say I'm bullish on Ethereum in the short term, so I'll do a call, and then I can choose the duration, so 7 days. Let's do economy, which means the pay-as-you-go system is generally just less per day, because you pay for your trade over time, and that's how the trades are actually cheaper for the user. So 7 days economy, and then it'll load, and then my total price will be 0.078. Keep in mind that's the price, right? But like if your trade is profitable, you will make more than that, and one of the main reasons why I'm so bullish on the PEG token is all the fees the protocol actually makes is actually it's given to the members of the community. And the way it does this is once the marketplace releases, which is over here, your marketplace, you actually burn your PEG token, the Pokpok golden egg token, for revenue share of the platform. So that's like utility when it comes to the project. And yeah, so when it comes to like a play of Pokpok, I definitely see it more as a utility play rather than a meme coin play, because it's full utility. It's an options trading protocol, and there's a lot of revenue share when it like future revenue share once the marketplace comes out. And yeah, that's all. That's the end of the video. Like I said, Aerodrome, I really think it will do at least 5 to 10x from here. Under the assumptions base chain will do really well. And I really think that Pokpok has good chances of doing a 25 to 100x. And as well, I guess I can throw out to the NFTs. The NFTs, the multiples will probably be less, just because the liquidity is lower. But it really depends on like how rewarding the POC token is, and how like, I guess, how long the price of PEG token sustains for the like next 12 to 24 months, because the NFTs will yield the PEG token, and they'll also get the POC token. So I personally have the NFTs myself as well as the PEG token. But I guess when it comes to investing, probably like 25% should go to the NFT, and 75% should go to the PEG token. Just main reason is more liquid, it's easier to sell, whereas the NFTs in general are way harder to sell. So just keep in mind with that. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other base native tokens. I'm always going through the comments, and I really appreciate you guys commenting like really solid projects to me, and I'm always investigating new ones. And it's good to share the knowledge that I cover, because I've been deep in the base chain space for about 14 months now, so I sort of know what works and what doesn't. And yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Peace.